Hey guys, Brad Pryor here with Grip Branded. I'm hanging out with Tate Kirchenschlager. Both.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah,
Hey,
it was right.
Yeah. Anyways, what do you do for a living?
I train rope horses.
Okay.
Train rope horses, go to the futurities or the horse shows. I guess do a lot of helping at the shows too, and dealers and stuff like that. So that's a big part of it. I do a little bit of lessons and stuff like that, but not much. But, I just mainly just train rope horses.
That's one thing I just met you when I went to Utah, and all the stuff up there, and like I was very impressed how much you help. And I think that's so cool to me to see people that they stay an extra day or whatever to make sure they're helping the people around them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I've enjoyed the helping. It's good for my roping, and I like to be a part of winning. And even though you're helping when those guys win, you feel like you're a part of it. And I think the more you can win, it helps you be a winner. It helps other people. So yeah, I like being a part of it.
So you used to rope professionally, or I guess you still rope professionally, but in the futurity, how's that changed your life having that opportunity?
Oh, it's huge. So I guess to go back a few years, I mean, I always grew up roping, high school rodeo, college rodeo, and then I pro rodeo for a while. I felt like I roped good enough to compete, but not good enough to make a living and make the finals consistently. That I didn't rope enough of that, and then this futurity deal took off, so it was like perfect timing. I got into that, and obviously you don't have to be as fast with futurities as you do with the rodeos, so it just kind of fell into place to start doing this.
You felt like you get to use a little more of your horsemanship skills and stuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah. I felt like it fit better for my deal. Even when I rodeoed, I didn't reach very much. I run pretty close. I always had a fast horse. So then as the rodeos were getting faster, and then this maturity deal came up, I just went that route because I felt like I was better at getting the horses to work good than I was throwing the rope far. So I just went that route.
Yeah, I think the futurities have been game changers for a lot of people. And, it's so hard. I mean, you got to go hard to make money as a pro.
Yeah, them guys rodeoing, they earn every dollar.
Yeah.
Everybody sees them in Vegas, like, oh, it's so cool, but they don't see how many miles they put on and all the stuff they do behind the scenes. Those guys, they earn every dollar.
Yeah. So what is your favorite bloodline first? Studs?
Oh, shoot, the ones that work, I guess. I don't know. I don't think anybody's got the perfect cross yet for the rope horse deal, but they need to have some run, but they need to have some cow. There's some out there I really like. I mean, there's a stud I really enjoy riding that Tyler Schaffner owns, Starlight Oak 117. I really enjoy riding him, but I don't think anybody's got the perfect cross yet. I think it's somewhere in between cow and run, or horses that have cow but can run at the same time. It's somewhere in there.
You feel like it's gravitated a lot toward people starting to breed towards the rope horse stuff?
I do. Like, I think in the past, everybody was taking whatever the cutters didn't want, or the cow horse people didn't want, or the reiners didn't want, and then we just rope on them. And if they worked, they worked. They didn't, we try another one. Well, now people are actually trying to raise horses just to rope on. They're not raised or roped to cut, cow horse, or rein. They are bred and roped to rope on only. So I think that's why people are seeing better and better and better horses for the roping.
So we were at out of the West or Old West Futurity?
Old West.
Old West, yeah. In Utah, to me, it's a prime example of what, I feel like a lot of horses went for a lot of money, and and values that I knew what some of the values were, and they well exceeded that.
Yes.
And I feel like that's a sign of people are looking for that kind of stuff now.
Yeah, and it's early on, and they're just getting horses old enough to sell to the public that are born, raised, and born to just rope on. And I think people are jumping on it because there's not very many out there, so they're pretty high.
So are you riding your 2-year-olds, or you got somebody doing that?
So I don't ride any 2-year-olds. No, I send them out. I got 2 or 3 different people that ride 2-year-olds for me. Luke Newberg, Wilson McRae. I got 4 or 5 spots a month with them, and they'll put a good 10 to 12 months on them before I can get them. I'll get them sometime January through March of their 3-year-old year.
That's a big thing too to happen. It's like somebody else handles that.
Yeah. Those guys, they do the behind the scenes work, and honestly, those guys will make a break. If you have a bad 2-year-old guy, it doesn't matter how good your horse is, you're screwed. If you got a good 2-year-old guy, That's what's good is like those two guys. If Luke Newbert called me 3 months in and told me I'm probably not gonna like this horse, yeah, I'm not gonna like it, and it'll save my customer another 7 to 10 months of training. But if those guys know in about 3 to 5 months whether they're gonna work for me or not.
Yeah, that's cool. And I feel like they're the underdogs of the industry because you don't really hear their names very much.
No,
unless they're working for a trainer, or owner.
Yeah, you don't ever see their names in articles and nothing like that. But a lot of them horses winning and the cow horse cutting or roping come from good tier guys.
Yeah, that's cool. So what are you looking for? So when you're going with a customer and you're looking at horses, what exactly are you kind of? Obviously, everybody's got to make money, but what else do you look for outside of that?
Like what the horse should be?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, a lot of how it's bred. Getting to ride a lot of horses. I don't know what works yet, but I know what doesn't work.
Right.
As breeding and stuff. So kind of how it's bred, and then a lot of how it's made. As far as the head horse deal, they need to tie in up. They need to be uphill. Size is a big thing. Make sure they're going to be big enough to take it. But yeah, just kind of how they're hog set and stuff like that. But the main thing, they need to be uphill, size, and how they're bred. That's main thing.
I was very impressed with you the first time I used in Utah, obviously, but us talking about potentials, horses that I would purchase and you train, what have you, listen to you talk and how you work your whole system is like how I do things. And you were very thorough about, yeah, we could take this horse and I showed you my studs and all those things, like this is what we could do with them. And you're like, okay, well, this is what we need for that.
Yes, yeah.
With the value.
Yeah. So exactly. It all depends on also when you're looking at them, just like that, what the customer's plan with the horse is, and that when you're going to look at something, how it fits into a person's program or the customer's program and stuff like that. That's a big deal too.
Yeah. Well, I noticed you were roping the other day there with different shoes on.
Yeah.
You want to tell the story about that?
Everybody's been asking me about that. Yeah.
I gotta give you some shit about it.
No, it's fine. I mean, I don't know why I didn't put the other legs up. I mean, I broke my ankle, leg, whatever, on my left foot, so Haven Medjid hooked me up with some of them lace-up boots. And I just figured I don't need the right one. The right ankle ain't broke. So
right.
I'll just use the left one. And then next thing I know, everybody's just making fun of me for it. So I guess I should have put the right one on. I didn't even think about it. So everybody started.
I done made fun of you with boots on anyways, but I was very impressed that you're roping with a broken ankle. So it's not very many men can do that. But.
Looking back, I'm like, but then it was too late, so I'm like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. So everybody already seen it, so I'm just gonna keep doing it this way.
So how did that happen?
I just had a horse fall, just run up their rope, turn the steer, the horse just fell. Pretty good horse too. I wasn't going very fast. He just kind of stepped on himself, fell. Just broke it.
So what's your background? Where are you from? Brother, sister?
So I'm from Yuma, Colorado. It's a small town in the northeast corner of Colorado. It looks like the Sandhills, Nebraska. I got a brother, Trevor, who's about 3 or 4 years younger than I am. I got a cousin, Dakota. He also ropes, shows horses. I went to high school there, graduated in 11. Went down to Texas. I went to Weatherford for a semester, and then I went rodeoing for a while. And then I never really left Texas. I want to come down. So I've been here 13, 14 years, I guess you would say now. I rodeoed, and then I stopped rodeoing and just fell into the maturity deal.
So you come from a family rodeoing or just?
Yeah, so my dad rodeoed a little bit when he was younger. My mom rodeoed a little bit, and then my mom was a school teacher. My dad, we had just a small ranch, nothing big, but we always put up hay, run cows, and that's all we did is rope growing up. I mean, we get off the school bus, horses were saddled, we just go rope. Junior rodeo, we went to all the junior rodeo associations, high school rodeo associations, jackpots. So, as a kid, we were very privileged. When we got home, Dad had horses saddled for us. We were able to rope as much as we wanted to rope. So it was a big privilege growing up.
Is this something you always knew you wanted to do, or you fell into it?
I don't know. I always liked roping, and then it was like around 15 or 16 years old. I was like, hey, I really want to rope. I want to rope. And I thought at that time I wanted to make the finals, but I just knew I wanted to rope. And then I come to Texas because everybody roped. And I moved in with my cousin and we roped. And then about somewhere around early 20s, I was like, all right, I want to try and make the NFR, like get serious about it. And then yeah, it took quite a while until I did make it. Yeah, I mean, I always wanted to.
How many times did you go?
Just once.
Just one.
Tried a lot.
Yeah.
Tried a lot. Well, I made it once. That's what goes back to, like, I felt like I could compete, but I couldn't, like, get over the hump and make a living at it. And I just was a realist with myself. I don't know, I was probably like 29 or 28 when I made the decision, but it was like earlier in my life, I should have went about practicing different to be at the level of like your Tyler Wades, your Cody Snows, your Luke Browns, the guys that actually make a living doing it. And I didn't think with my family coming up and stuff I could get to that level. So I just stepped back, and luckily this deal was just taking off. It was almost like the writing was on the wall to do this. So I just
Everybody has a path.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and I'm good with it how it is. I mean, everybody like really NFR every year, obviously.
Yeah, but one time is an amazing thing.
Yeah,
anyway.
I was.
I mean,
one time, I was very happy I made it. Thankful, I'm good with it. I can rest easy knowing that I went once. No big deal.
So, how do you feel roping in Thomas Mack?
Oh, it's the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah,
Really?
There's nothing that'll ever replace it. It's the greatest feeling in the world. Yeah.
What's your nerve level?
Nerve level? So they let you run the steers through like 2 days before.
Okay.
You get to run like 6 steers. And the first 2 I run, there's nobody in the grandstands. And I didn't see it. You know, people say you nod and you're like, yeah, I didn't see either steer. There was nobody in the grandstands. Really? They didn't even pull the barrier. You just roped and followed the steer down the first time through. So then I kind of settled down. It was good. But then when you rode the box for the first round, it was almost like it felt like they were practicing. Thank goodness they let us run those practice steers, because the first I would not even seen it. So I got comfortable through the practice deal. But back there in the tunnel, you're white as a ghost. You're nervous as can be. Like it's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that makes. I was sitting there thinking of it. Obviously, I'll never go for my lack of roping skills, but I always thought like, man, if somebody the first time shows up, it's overwhelming just being a spectator.
Yeah.
Much less being a participant. And then you walk in that place and it's you feel all the fame and things that have happened in that place, and it gets to you.
Yeah, thank goodness they let us run those steers through, because it would have been a train wreck if they didn't. Because like I said, no people in the stands, just the contestants and the team roping and the shoot help. And I was so nervous in the run through that I didn't even see the first 2 steers I run. But like back there in the tunnel, nervous as can be. And then as soon as I rode the box, it felt like we were running the steers through. Like once I got settled down, we were practicing running the steers through. So that was nice. Thank goodness they let us do that.
What were you saying to yourself?
In the tunnel or in the box?
Either way. Okay, both of them.
I mean, it was hard because I was up after Tyler Wade every night. He went before me, and he turns them so fast. And I remember telling myself, "Don't do that because you can't do that. So just rope how you can rope. Don't try to do that because you can't." So I mean, I remember I'd sit behind the box, I'd see him nod, and I'd see him get his first swing off, and then I wouldn't see him. His rope, all I'd see is rope hit the horns and the steer turn. From the back, you couldn't even, as soon as he got the front box, you couldn't see him no more. He'd turn, the steer would turn. It was stupid how fast he could hit him. So I just remember telling myself, don't try that because you can't do that. Yeah.
So what did you end up finishing up at?
I think 9th maybe. I think we won like.
That's good though.
3rd or 4th in average, won a little bit in rounds. Yeah, it was fun. I roped with Tyler Worley, so we were real good friends at the time, and we're still good friends. But it was fun. It was a good experience. Yeah, it was great.
So who's your all-time hero?
All-time hero?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Professionally or personally, however you want to talk about it.
I mean, obviously my dad.
Sure.
But I think Clay O'Brien's as cool as they come. Yeah.
Really?
That guy. Yeah. Just the way he dresses, acts. I think he's cool as can be. Yeah.
Top-notch.
Yeah, I'd say Clay O'Brien. Yeah, he's him. I really like Walt Woodard. I'm a Walt fan. But yeah, I'd say Clay's right at that time.
I would agree with that. Yeah. That's a cool pick.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So, family life, wife?
Yes, I have a wife and a little girl, 3-year-old little girl. Yeah, they're great. We got married. We got married in COVID year, 2020. So, but yeah, they're a huge support. My wife's supported since I guess we met 2017, and then she was with me through 17, 18, 19, 20, and she was a huge support system. Yeah.
How's it feel having a little girl?
It's awesome. Yeah.
Game changer?
Yeah, it is. I'm pretty soft anyway. She's made me real soft, real soft.
Oh, they make you hot butter real quick.
Yeah.
I have twin daughters that are 18. It's like, you know, the stuff. I had 2 older boys. Like, I was pretty hard on them. These girls, they get away with murder.
Yeah,
like,
I let her do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
My wife. Honestly, my wife gets more mad at me because I let my daughter do whatever she wants. That's the only time we fight is because I let my daughter do whatever she wants. She can't do wrong with me.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fun.
So, what was it like having a girlfriend traveling down the road? What's the dynamics of that? Was it good relationship? How does that work with all that?
Rodeo and stuff?
Yeah, like people, just explain to people that don't know how that works.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to have some support outside of like your friends rodeo, like behind closed doors in the trailer, like, you know, just something solid like that you can talk to. And because rodeoing, I mean, it's in the summertime when you leave to go rodeoing and you're gone and you're 20 hours from home and you make cottage steer in 10 days and you have no money, and it's really hard on a person's mental confidence in the summertime. Like that, I mean, people, you can get to an all-time low out there. It's rough, and those guys out there, it's rough. Yeah. And so it's nice to have somebody like that in your corner that you can just, they'll talk you off the ledge a little bit, you know, because it's very easy when you're out there to just throw your hands up and want to go home. Like, you know, so it's nice having somebody like that.
Well, I think it speaks volume of your personality and your character. Having a girlfriend, so, you know, rodeo guys, they just burn and turn.
Yeah.
Everything comes along, and like you having somebody carrying along with you, I feel like it speaks a lot about your character, what you want out of yourself.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple. I mean, you got guys out there that are having fun, and don't have girlfriends, but you know, the people that are out there winning, taking serious, they either have a wife or a serious girlfriend, or they're not out running around. You know, too. I mean, it's you just don't go out there and think you're gonna have fun and win. I mean, those guys out there, they're out for blood. I mean, it's all you want.
It's a lot of mental.
Yeah,
a lot of mental.
It is.
For sure. So where do you see your career going from here?
Long as the maturity deal keeps going how it's going, I'd like to just keep doing this. I enjoy what I'm doing. I can see myself doing this for the next 20 to 30 years, as long as my body will let me do it. I would like to, you know, keep working every day to stay at the level that I'm at, if not get better or get to another level. So, you know, even with what I'm doing now, like, I'm still not satisfied as far as I still think there's growth and a guy can keep getting better. You know, when you go out there, just like they do in Utah, you know, those 4-year-olds out there were bred and raised to be billboard, like rim shards, and then like you can learn stuff all the time. So just watching that out there, you know, there's stuff I come home that I'm learning and working on again. So I see myself doing this maturity. I'll just keep going this way.
So what was that feeling like in Utah? You're not even bragging on yourself yet. So I mean, I was impressed, and I was happy for you too. But it was like, what is that feeling like? Wife owning a horse.
It is one of the greatest feelings in the world, just for the money. I mean, yes, winning was nice, but like for me and my family, financially, I mean, it was unreal. I mean, I couldn't describe it. It didn't sink in for a couple days, but it was, you know, the whole time I was roping for second. Trevor had me about 6 points. I thought there's no way that he was gonna mess up. Second, Driggers was third high call, his partner up the leg. So second was kind of open, and I was just going for second, honestly. And they paid like $35,000. I was like, I'm good with $35,000. It's my horse, no big deal. I'm good with it. And then when he bobbled, I was like, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it was unreal. Yeah.
Well, it tells you that everybody has their day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't give a damn how good you are and stuff. I'm good at what I do, but it's like I have my days. And when that happened, I was like, obviously, Trevor's he is the best.
Yeah, he's the best there is.
Best there is out there, and like you have your days, and but he's used to that to some degree.
Yeah,
he's been around long enough, like it sucks, but
it is what it is. I mean, he broke the barrier, missed the steer. I got off my horse, loosened my horse up, and he was already tapping me on the shoulder, shaking my hand. I mean, so he must have, right after he missed, stopped his horse and walked right over there. So I mean, and he took it a lot better than I would have.
Oh,
I've been in his shoes and done that.
I don't know
if I'd have talked to anybody. You probably wouldn't have seen me. So it's crazy.
But it was cool about guys like him, though, is him coming over and tapping you on the shoulder. He was walking out, shook my hand. Like, I would not have acted that way.
No,
I would be the same. Like, I'd be ghosted out. Like, you wait for me on the call. I don't say nothing.
I'm not a good loser. I'll be the first to say I don't have the best attitude in the world at times.
You have a temper?
Do I have a temper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say I do. People don't get to see it very often, but if you ask my help, if they were here, they would say, heck, I'll be going good, but when I snap, I snap. But it don't last very long.
Yeah,
I'll snap for a second, but I got a temper.
What's your biggest accolade in life, or personal, professional?
My goals?
No, like what is your biggest accomplishment?
Biggest accomplishment?
You feel like most rewarding?
I don't know, most rewarding. I mean, making the finals was a huge deal. Like it felt like when I made the finals, and then I remember driving from Vegas. Honestly, I drove from Vegas like October 1st when the season was over and I made it. It felt like life was complete. I know that sounds bad. A lot of people are like, it should be family, should do this, but it was almost like I couldn't be okay with myself if I didn't make fun. And then when I did, it was like, all right, the rest of it, like I can almost take a breath. Life's gonna be fine. But yeah, I'd say making the finals is a huge deal. And then, I mean, I'm not saying I'm happy with how my life is. I'm not saying we're rich, nothing like that, or not always can do more, but like being successful with a family. Like I feel like we made it. Like I got a wife, I got a kid, I got a place, I got a business. Like so, I guess just being successful in life is a nice reward.
I would agree with that. It's a good way to put it. Yeah. I've seen you and your wife here. Both of y'all are very happy together, and that's to me, it's a refreshing thing for me to see that in the world that you're in. Like you don't see that a lot. Struggle buses everywhere. Struggle buses.
You see people struggling and you hate it for them. But I mean, I can honestly say I like what I do, enjoy doing it. My wife enjoys doing what she does. We have a great kid, great family. So like succeeding in that part of life, that feels like a good accomplishment.
Gotcha. So how many more kids?
We're done. My wife don't want no more.
Really?
Yeah, she don't want one more.
Oh wow.
She which I don't think anybody likes me pregnant. She so we're done, just the one. Which I'm good either way.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'm good either way. I mean, I'll just spoil this one.
Yeah. The staying time with one that's actually pretty good because I have 4 and it was like it's constant, trying to change, spending more time with one or getting enough time with the other, and it's like it's a battle.
Oh,
and being a busy person, it's even worse. So I could see the one being plenty.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, I mean, we have really good friends, Wes and Kelly from Stimulus Trailers. It's probably a couple months ago. They brought the kid over, Miles, and we watched him and he stayed the night while they went and did something. And 2 kids for one night. Me and my wife looked at each other and was like, I said, I don't think I'm good with one. 2's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah.
Well, what if you're 18 years old, or you're talking to an 18-year-old, what advice would you give them?
If they wanted to rope.
Anything in life. No, anything in life.
Anything in life.
Anything in life. Or it could be about rope. Or it doesn't matter.
I mean, man, I don't know. I think whatever they have on their mind that they want to do, they need to figure out who's doing that at the highest level and be open-minded to learn from them or learn from anybody in the industry that they're wanting to go for. Whether that's selling trucks, trailers, roping, putting up metal buildings, it doesn't matter. Have an open mind to learn, not a bullheaded mindset of stuck in your ways. Like, even at where I'm at, if I get bullheaded and like the only way I'm going to train horses this way, people are going to start passing me every day. I have to keep an open mindset on pay attention to what Trevor's doing, pay attention to what Brandon's doing, pay attention to what Caleb's doing, so I can keep progressing. So for an 18-year-old kid, have an open mindset to be able to learn from people that are better than you at whatever you're willing to do. Don't be bullheaded and closed-minded that you think you're going to write the new book on how to do it, because you're not. You know, so that's what I say.
So, so being sponsored, so that next to incoming people, you know, the kiddos, if you can, how does it work with sponsors? What's the best advice you give them how to approach sponsors or deal with sponsors?
Yeah, I would say they need to work hard. Every sponsorship I've ever got is because somebody saw me working hard at something. You know, I think kids nowadays, I think if whatever you want to do in life, work really hard at it. Hard work always pays off, and people want to help the kid that's working the hardest. You know, we have kids come over all the time, work and ride with us, or kids, you know, parents sending high school kids over there, or something like that. And I always want to do more for the kid that's doing the more, that's working the hardest around the place. You know, so I'd say as a kid, whatever it is you want to do, bust your ass, like, and work when people aren't watching. Right. Because you might not think they're watching, but there's people always watching. So, you know, do the extra, always do the extra. And to me, that's every sponsorship I ever got is because somebody saw me out there doing something when I didn't need to be doing it. And that those people want to help those kind of people. They don't want to help the people that are sitting around or going out and asking for stuff. You know what I mean? They want to see that kid out there working. Yeah, that's my thought, I guess.
I agree. Yeah. So if you had to define your grit with one word.
My career?
Your grit.
Oh, my grit.
Your grit. What would it be? It's the toughest question.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't know if my grit. Like my work ethic.
Like what's in your crawl that makes you try and work so hard every day? If you had to define that with one word.
Scared to fail. I can see it's not one word. I mean,
failure.
Failure. Yeah, I don't want to fail. Failure. I'd say failure. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I have to be. I was always scared I was gonna fail, so I ran scared the whole time.
Yeah.
I really did. Like I feel like I was dragging a school bus behind me the whole time.
Yep. And
I looked around 20 years later, like, oh, this is actually working.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool now. Like, you know, like,
yeah.
But when you're in the middle of all that, you're building your career, it's like you feel like the failure part of it. Like, I don't know.
That's what scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you run scared.
Yep.
And it's weird, but people have to go through that to understand what you're talking about.
Yeah, they really do. And it's not I'm not going to go out there and rope scared of losing, but just like, I know, like, what makes me want to get up an hour earlier or stay out there an hour later in practice is because I don't want to go to Utah and lose. I'm scared to fail. And, you know, I don't want to go out there and lose. So, yeah, failure, I would say so. Yeah.
What sets you aside from your business, how you do business with horses and stuff? What sets you apart from your competition?
Oh, I don't know if anything really sets me apart. Like, I think there is a lot of good competitors out there. I think I've had a lot of good breaks along the way. I've had a lot of stuff go my way when it couldn't have went my way. But I do believe if you're working hard at something, you'll get them breaks. And, you know, I feel like I've been lucky and fortunate with getting breaks, but I think it also comes from, I'm not saying I work hard, but I think if you work hard and you put in the work, when it's your time to win, you win. But if you're not working hard and not putting in the work behind the scenes, and it's your time to win, you don't win. Right. So, you know, I don't know if anything separates me. I just feel like when it was my time to win, I was prepared. If that makes sense. Yeah. I get sent around that way, you know, because I look at the competitors and stuff, and I mean, on any given day, like at that futurity for 100,000, there's 15 guys that could have won, 20 guys that could have won throughout the field, could have won first for 100,000. It's just whoever's day it is, you know, it's set in stone who's going to win that thing before we win, you know, it's just who is prepared for the time, you know, that's the thing.
I agree. Good deal. We're going to wrap this up. a great conversation.
Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah,
I'm proud
it
of
wasn't bad. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
But anyways, thanks for hanging out with us. I like
Yeah,
your story.
no, I appreciate it.